Okay, I'm filming. Okay guys, I'm back. It's been a while since I've done a video. I've not been very well. I had, first of all, a skin condition which was gross. I had perioral dermatitis, so if any of you have suffered with that, you know how bad that is. I managed to clear it up eventually with some apple cider vinegar. So if you ever have it, I would recommend that. It stings like a bitch and it definitely worked. So it dried all my skin out, but it did get rid of all the horrible lumps and bumps. And then I came down with this virus that's been doing the rounds. I don't know if it's all over the world or what, but this time of year is when we all get sick. And I copped it again, so I'm just weighing out my oils to make a load of soap here. I had it, started it 10 days ago this started, and now Matt's got it. But yeah, it's been vile. It's like been a really nasty cold, and then I think mine turned into a bit of a chest infection, so I phoned the doctor. There's nothing they can do really, but they said, oh, if you feel really bad tomorrow, meaning today, then give them a call and go and see a doctor. But I actually woke up feeling a bit better. I'm still not right. Central heating doesn't help, but it's so cold out, so I've got to have the heating on, like both here and then at home, so none of this, it just doesn't help, you know. It's all just been gross. And then I've had like my Halloween pre-buy sale went live, so I've been packing orders for the last few weeks. So I've not really been able to come and make soap or make product because I would have been contagious in the first few days, so you can't make stuff when you're like that. So today's the first day I'm able to make soap. I'm so happy because I really miss doing it. Let me just get my cocoa butter. So yeah, it's been gross. It's just been gross. So I'm going to make 5 batches of soap today for Christmas. I don't know exactly which ones I'm going to do, but I'm drawing one here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to do Balsam Cedar is going to be one of them, so I love that scent. It's a bit like pine and a slight hint of loo cleaner, but not that bad. So I'm going to do that one, and I don't know about the rest. There's a few others I want to do, so I'll make my list, get this on the heat, and we'll come back, and then I'll probably film a couple of these just so I've got some videos for you in the near future. So I'm going to get this on, and then I'll bring you in for the making of whichever one I choose to do. So I've just been listening to True Crime Garage again. I say garage because that's how you Americans say garage. We would say garage. The proper way to say it. Okay, I'm going to stick blend these two together. Soaping around room temperature. And again, I am having questions about these bowls. I am in the UK. I bought this bowl from the range who no longer stock them. So if you go to your home baking section in any hardware store and look for plastic cake batter bowl, that's all it is. Okay. So apparently this fragrance discolours slightly to like a butterscotch colour, but I don't mind. We'll deal with it. I'm using some titanium dioxide in the base as usual anyway, so it'll lighten it up slightly, but it just might mean that my colours might not be right, or might not stay as I want them to stay, but we'll see. I just love this fragrance. I don't think it's a like complete dupe of Yankee Candle's Balsam Cedar, but it smells a lot like it. It's one of my favourite Christmas scents, this is. It's kind of, you know, you kind of get that loo cleaner vibe, but it's not really, to me it doesn't smell like pine toilet cleaner, it just smells like Christmassy candles. I love it. I'll swirl, and then I'll pour the white into there. just mix it with the spoon first. It's soaping really nicely, it's not thickening up. I didn't expect it to be honest, this kind of fragrance, they don't really accelerate. Okay, that one doesn't really want to mix very well, but I'll come back to that in a second. Get some tissue. TD. Okay, there's the white. I'm just going to stick that up. Okay. Just grab the mould a sec. I'll bring you in a bit closer for this bit, I think. Okay. Yep, we're getting there. Just thickening up a bit there, not too badly. Okay, so let's get the white poured in. Going to reserve a bit back for our topping. Okay, I think I'm going to start with the dark green. Just going to do a drop swirl and then chopstick it through like I normally do. Then copper on top of that, and then the bright green on top of that. So whilst I was off sick, I watched Making a Murderer Part 2, and now I'm totally convinced of the innocence of Brandon Dassey and Stephen Avery. I think that, is it Christina name? Zellner? I think she was amazing. I think she's just good at her job, you know. It's what it needed in the first place, was people that actually cared about their position of authority and respected their position and, you know, the opportunities they've been given and all that, because the last bunch of crooked lawyers and district attorney, i.e. Ken Kratz, oh my god, like, the first series, I just couldn't stand that guy. There was something really creepy about him. In the way that he described the murder, I just found it creepy as all hell. It made me, oh my god, I just thought, oh, this is just gross. Like the way he was describing things was like he was getting off on it. I don't know, there was something it really bothered me. And the fact that he's had so much to do with this case, since he's even retired, is like, I don't know, I think he may be a bit of a narcissist and can't deal with the fact that he's wrong about things, you know. He's just got a vendetta maybe against Stephen Avery, I don't know, it's just weird. But hopefully something will be done. It's hard to say, isn't it, these days, like whether the powers that be will actually do anything about this. They should. It's an outrage. I think if they don't, then maybe the people will revolt. I know that if it was in this country, I know it's different in America, you've got all these different state rules and laws, and in this country we have one rule, one law. It's no different in, you know, county to county, it's the same all across the country because we're only small. So I understand how certain state laws differ from others, but anybody in their right minds just would not allow something so awful to continue on, you know, without doing something about it. I just think it's sick. I really do. It's sick to treat people like this. And this is, you know, overall about the death of a lovely girl who was just out doing a job, you know, like, oh God. And don't even get me started on Bobby Dassey. Ew. I found him creepy to start with too. He's just a bit too sure of himself in that courtroom when he first was interviewed or put on the stand. He was just a bit too sure of himself. Like, he obviously didn't like his uncle very much. That's fair enough, but to actually get them framed for murder is another thing entirely, isn't it, you know? So yeah, Making a Murderer got me thinking again. It was really good. I did enjoy it. I did get a bit bored because the investigation that she had to do was just so long-winded. I get why it was, but God, there was a lot to take in. And I watched it, like binge watched it when I was at work, so... Oh, I've got a wonky mould. Yeah, anyway, let me know your thoughts below. I mean, there might be some of you there that think that he's guilty. And if you do, that's fair enough. Everybody's entitled to an opinion, but after watching all this, I just fail to see how anybody could think that that could be the case. But that's me. Okay, I'll just get this top done. So I'm going to go across like usual. It's soaked really nicely. Look at that. Lovely. Nice first Christmas soap. How beautiful. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of rosemary for the top. Just to have a bit of botanical goodness. I'm just going to put it down the one side here. I had a rosemary plant in my garden and I chopped it back at the time of the year that it tells me to, and I think I've killed the bloody thing, so I'm going to buy another one. Luckily they're not expensive, but I do like having rosemary in my garden. I use it to cook a lot, you know, so I need to get some more. I'm pretty sure it's dead. It would have started to put on some growth by now because you have to cut it back. I think it was back in July, so I did that and I haven't seen it since. I did my lavender at the end of August, like it said, and that one's fine. That's actually put on some growth, which is a good thing because the frost has started now. And you're supposed to cut your lavender before the frost starts so that it has some chance of putting on growth before the winter. So there you go. Here's my balsam and cedar. And I will be back for the next one that I choose to do on video. Well, I'll be back for the cut for this anyway. But I might film another one in a second. So that came out lovely. I'll leave some pictures for you of the wet soap, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, hi everybody. We're going to cut this balsam and cedar from yesterday. Let's see if I can save bits of this black tape. I've been using this like a duct tape because it sticks better than masking tape, and you can reuse it a couple of times. So I'm just going to pop that on the edge of my counter and reuse it to stick down that mould and then wipe it off. It's great. So it smells really nice. That rosemary sprinkled on the top, adding a little extra scent. It's strong. I think when you get dried rosemary, it's a stronger scent than when it is fresh. So it's giving this a bit of a scent on the top, which is very nice. Just put the gloves on. We'll get going. I've just been cutting some other ones from yesterday, so I've had buttered maple oats and honey, which is always a lovely one, and 4 and 20 blackbirds, which is a damson rose and like really nice rich dark scent. It's beautiful. So I've been making that one I've made it a few times because it's really popular with customers. So I did another batch yesterday. So let's just cut into this one and see what we got. I'm going to just pop it on its side because of the rosemary on the top. I don't want it to come through the soap. So, let's have a look. So these are cutting at about 1 1/4 inches wide. So, oh God, it smells good. I love these Christmas scents. That's so nice. Yeah, that's very nice. It's got like that deep teal green, that emerald is pretty. It's not the best looking soap I've ever made, but it's not the worst. It's quite nice. These are looking a bit low though for some reason. I don't know whether I used quite a heavy discount of the water. I think I did. But for some reason this looks lower in the mould than any of the others. It could be that the mould is ever so slightly wider, which is taking the height away maybe. So the recipe is definitely right because I can feel it going through the cutter. Oh shoot. Yeah, it's a pretty basic soap, but pretty nice. I think the topping's nicer than the actual swirl, to be honest. Although it is a nice swirl. See the effects you get with that chopstick. Can you see that? Okay, I can see that I think I'm in focus. Oh lordy. Oh, so I'm still coughing this morning, still feeling a little crabby, and oh good lord, Matt's got it big time now. It's like this cold is a sort of cold that kicks in. It kicks in about 5 days into it, like bad. It's like you're okay and you can continue to go to work and do the things that you've got to do for 4 days, and then day 5 comes along and it's like bam, you are ill and you need to be in bed ill. It's that kind of a cold. It's not quite the flu because you don't quite get the fever, but the cold is just, it's horrendous. It's really not nice at all. So I'm still feeling like rubbish, and I got this, oh it's almost 2 weeks now. I think I'm on day 11. Yep, 11 days. Which is very unusual, but I feel okay today. I'm sort of managing to get this horrible cold off my chest, so it's coming up now. It's just gross, too much information, but that's all you wait for, is like so you can actually clear it out of your body. So when I've got this hacking cough, you can't do anything, and it's just been so ugh. Anyway, that's balsam and cedar cut, so I'm going to leave some pictures for you, and I'm going to move on to the next one. So I've got, what is it I made yesterday? The Clarence one to cut in a second, so I'll do that and then we'll have another video. So I'll see you for that one.